Okay, this review is for the PETZL TIKKA RXP. The RXP designates that it is the rechargeable battery. We're going to do a quick unboxing and I'm going to tell you about it. I'm going to answer questions. So these are just questions that are designed to get to the bottom of what is this all about? Do you need it? Will you use it? Should you use it? Should you buy it? All of those things. Quick unboxing. I anticipate I'm going to use this probably for a long time, and I'm going to use it the way I like to. I like to be rough with my stuff. I don't want to think about my stuff. Great, here's a little lamp operation. Here's a guide in about 15 languages, 75 languages. If you can speak a language, it's on here. So that's kind of cool. PETZL came from a guy in France. That's where it started. Then they started to make them in Malaysia. Then now they are making them in Bulgaria. If you believe the package, it's told me that down here somewhere. Made in Bulgaria. I couldn't even point to that on a map as an American. Charge the battery completely before the first use. Yes. Anyway, this is a pretty good guide. I will have this on my webpage. This review will be at crank101.com/PETZL1, because maybe I'm going to review a couple of these. So it'll be at PETZL the number 1. No spaces between there. You can use all lowercase, PETZL number 1. I'm going to pretty much just go by what I know, what I've read. I've just researched the thing. Let's see if it turns on at all. Let's see where the button is. Ha! 1, 2. Nope. Guess we're not going to be reviewing yet, are we? Got to charge this battery up. I'm going to go through everything and then I'll get to the beam at the end, because that's really screwed up if they don't charge the battery before it gets here. Or maybe it was charged like 6 years ago, and then, because these are a little bit older. These are not like, this wasn't made yesterday. Let me see. Hold on the 1, 2, bam. Nope. 1, 2. No, it's really dead. The battery's completely dead. All right, so here's the first thing. The strap is all set up for you, unlike the Fenix HP25 where I had to do it myself. This is good that it's set up for you, because this is intricate design here. I'm not so sure I could really do that. I'm going to try it on my head to see how comfortable it is. Oh, it's tight. It's tight, like squeezing my brain. It's really tight. I'm not going to adjust it, but even though it's so tight, it's comfortable, which is really cool. This band is so much more comfortable than the Fenix I just reviewed. Already I know it's more comfortable. This band is about useless in the back for big heads. I'll tell you that right now. Because it's right here like this, and there's no like, I don't know, these are curved and they're supposed to conform to your head and everything, and it doesn't feel bad, but you know, this, I thought this was supposed to stretch to the top of your head. If you have a really small head, like a coconut, this will be like a swimming strap, you know? Otherwise, it's not going to help you at all. That's one thing to note. So hopefully this doesn't slip down. This is a little bit heavier than I thought it was. It's only 115 grams. But it's all in the front here, and it's a little bit heavier than I thought. I hope this stays on my head. I have a huge head, so luckily this, at about this setting, was okay to fit my big noggin in there. Anyway, so the band is cool. It's actually got terry cloth here, which is nice. It's got, this is not elastic at all right here, but then this is. You know, so just a different style than the Fenix, maybe a better style, definitely more comfortable style already, and the weight is just almost a third of what the Fenix weighs, so you know, that's good. Here is the adjustment for how many levels it goes. I'm going to get there, aren't I? Yeah, I'm going to get there. So I'll go with what I know. What I see here is there's only a USB to charge it, which I think is a cop-out. That sucks, right? There's only this. No plug. So should I chance it and stick my iPhone little plug in and stick this into that, the USB into that? I don't know. I'm going to research online to make sure, because I sure don't want to blow this out, you know, first charge. So this is kind of ridiculous and lame, and it's a cop-out. I don't need this Rambo thing anymore. That's really a cop-out if you ask me. I don't like that. Yeah, you can charge it by USB here at the top. That's cool and everything, but should that be the only option of what you can do? Probably not, you know. Here we go with the questions. What is the price? Right now at Amazon, you can get this for $90. Includes the rechargeable battery inside. $90 is fairly decent. It's about mid-range right now. There are Petzls for $184 on Amazon right now, with a lot more beams and more functions, and probably longer battery life, probably better, a higher range of lumens. Where is this made? Bulgaria, like I said. What is the guarantee? For the lights, the guarantee, the light unit part, the guarantee is 3 years. It's pretty good. That's a year longer than the Phoenix. What is the guarantee for the battery? 1 year. What are the color options? Here I have coral. In other words, orange. And I like this. The other option is black. So take your pick. This is, I don't know, it's nice. What is the water resistance rating? It is IPX-4. What does that mean? It's splash proof. That means if it's raining hard, you're probably okay. It's splash proof. They splashed it from all over the place. Oh, I just found something. It's splash proof, which means they splashed it with a lot of water at about 50 to 150 kPa pressure, and it did not leak. It's not supposed to leak at that range. So splashing it very hard with water, it doesn't leak. You cannot submerge it at all. It's not rated for submersion at all. Don't drop it in a lake, in a puddle. It'll probably last, but I wouldn't test it like that. What is the weight? The weight is 115 grams. That's approximately 1/3 of the weight of the HP Fenix 25, or the Fenix HP 25, which you can see here in the review that I did already. What is the max lumen rating? The max is 215, but that's with reactive lighting technology, which adjusted itself, so it has the beam, the spot beam, and the flood at the same time will give you a total of 215 lumens. However, you only get 180 if you have it set on manual and you want it as bright as it can get, and that's only with the spotlight. So this is all new to me. This is not what I understood when I bought it, because I wanted 180. I wanted 215 on the flood on manual. So I don't think I can get that at all. Maybe I can customize that and set that up in the Petzl. There's actually a program, a software program you can set up on your computer to adjust this to custom settings. So that's kind of cool, right? You'd have to be connected with USB, connected to the program, set up the program. Hopefully I can crank out 215 lumens straight to it all the time on flood, because I want it to be flood, because I'm looking for snakes mostly. Spotlight is not going to help that much. We're going to test it out. I'll show you the beam later. What is reactive lighting technology? It just means that when you're looking over here, you're looking like down the path 100 meters, it's going to give you a max light for flood and spotlight, so that it shines at the maximum. When you bend down and you look like this at a snake or whatever you're holding, you're tying your shoe, if you're running, it's going to adjust the beam so that it just gives you the right amount of light. This saves battery and also saves your eyes, right, from the night vision that you're going to lose if this is very bright when you're shining close by. So it's really supposed to be very smart. The reviews on Amazon made this thing look like magic, you know, so I'm really excited about trying it. And again, we'll see the beams in a few minutes. Which technology is used in the battery? It's a lithium-ion battery. It is 1800 milliamps. One thing you can do, and it's a bonus, is that you can replace the replaceable rechargeable battery. You can replace it with a little unit that allows you to use 3 AAA batteries instead. That's only about $17 on Amazon I just saw it for. So that's going to be my first purchase, because I have 20 rechargeable Eneloop Pros that I can stick in there then and get a lot more battery life. What material is the light and the battery compartment made with? Everything is hard plastic. It's different color plastic, has some texture to it in some places, but it's all just hard plastic. White is probably not the best color for this. I wish they would have made black and orange, black and coral, whatever. Are the straps comfortable? Seems like really comfortable. Wish it was thicker maybe, but when I tried it on just a minute ago, felt very good. How long does the battery take to recharge? Supposedly it only takes 4 to 5 hours, and that's with the rechargeable lithium ion. The batteries that I have, the Eneloop Pros with my charger, I can do in like 2 hours. So, you know, up to you. I'm going to switch to the AAAs for the most part because I use them a lot, and I need to be able to quickly replace them in the field, in the middle of the rainforest. Really, you know, I need to replace them quick and have bright light again. How many light combinations are there? Well, I just found something over here that looks like it's going to allow me to pull something out. No. Yeah, I'm gonna, maybe the battery is charged. It says pull and charge battery. Well, I'm not gonna charge it because I want to pop it on here real quick if I can. Ow, ow. Now watch, 2 seconds, it should turn on. 1, 2, nope. Wait, I'm hitting the wrong button. 1, 2. Ah! We got light. And since it's close here, maybe it's just giving me a little light. And then if I do it far away, just a little light. So, not really working yet. It's flashing weirdly whenever I hit the beam. So what that means is it's actually dead battery. I need to charge it. So I'm gonna do that. How long will the TIKKA last with a full battery charge on manual? Supposedly it's going to last just over 2 hours. Is that true? I'm not sure. I'm going to test it later. How long will this unit last at the minimum power setting and with the reactive technology, the lighting? How long will it last on auto mode at the lowest setting? Should be about 10 hours, they said. That's pretty good. I don't know how much the light is going to put out for 10 hours. It's only going to be like 80 lumens. How long will it last with reactive lighting technology set on auto at the highest setting? It should last about 2.5 hours, they say minimum. So, you know, that's okay, I think. If you figure like when you use 3 AA batteries and it lasts for 2.5 hours, that would be good, you know, for a headlamp. So if it does last that long, that's pretty good. Is there a reserve mode? So after the regular power is gone, there's a reserve mode that lasts for 1 hour at 25 lumens. That's like lighting your lighter and walking through the forest. So it's not much light, but it's going to last for an hour. Maybe you can see the trail in front of you, that's about it. So you don't have much in the way of emergency lighting, but it's something. How many tilt levels does the light have? So it's on your head like this. It's already facing down. If you hold this horizontal to your head as it would be, assuming your head is fairly horizontal, It's sloping down at about a 10-degree angle. And then it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 settings, 5 adjustments, 5 clicks. And it's pointing, if that was your head, it's pointing nearly to the ground, probably at an 80-degree angle with your forehead. Maybe almost 90, yeah, about 80, 85 degrees, I would guess. So that's pretty good. You can see right to your feet. Does the PETZL TIKKA get hot during use at the lights, at the beams? Yes, it does. It's extremely bright, and the beams heat up just like every other LED and every other tungsten light you've ever seen. Don't touch it up front whenever it gets hot. It's probably not going to be hot on your forehead if you have this angle to any degree at all, because you'll have some space here, and you have a real thick band with the terry cloth here. I think you're not even going to feel it. So, is the PETZL TIKKA good for running? So many reviewers have said yes. I'm going to do a review in the beam section in a minute. But to me, I think it's going to be good for running. It's a little heavy in the forefront there, for the forehead. I think I'm going to feel that a little bit. Let me see. See, it already slipped. It's slipping right there like that. And it's pretty tight. How tight do I have to make it so it doesn't slip? It's still slipping. I'm cranking it tight. I'm going to have a headache if it has to be this tight. Let's see. Still slipping a little bit. The problem is you have no top strap. I wonder if people are complaining about that. The runners that I saw said they loved it. Yeah, if you're not jerking too much, it doesn't move. But you know what? I don't know that I'm going to like it for running. I'm going to test it in the beam section anyway. Is the PETZL TIKKA good for hiking? Yeah, absolutely. You don't need to have it tight on your head to hike. You can walk slowly. As long as you're not banging it up and down, it's not going to slip. I have a sneaky suspicion that as this gets wet with sweat, as it will in Thailand where we are, it's going to stick to your head better. Right now it's super slippery and brand new, so maybe that has something to do with it slipping like that. I don't want it that tight on my head that I just showed you. I'll have a headache within minutes. So hopefully that's resolved. This is not grippy at all. Maybe it could be grippy, like rubbery on the front to stick to your head. Is this torch good for wildlife? I'm going to show you that in the beam section. That's coming up. Hope you like the quick review, thorough review, and I hope you like the question answer session, because I think that just gets right at it, right? If there's any other question that you wanted to know, ask me, and I will, in future reviews, I'll do it. I'm not going to go back and do this one again, but in future reviews, I'll be able to address your question. Stay tuned for the beam section, where I charge the freaking light and show the beam up on the wall. Outside, I have a huge palm tree. I have some other trees. And I'm also going to take it on the street running and jogging my head, like banging my head up and down to see, does it still slip? I'm even going to make it wet a little bit to see, does it stick on my head? And I'm going to show you the different beam characteristics and also the reactive lighting technology, and see, is it a gimmick or does it actually work? You know, does it predict where I'm looking? Because I'm going to look at it during running, but I'm going to look at it during, as I would do for looking for snakes and reptiles at night, like I always do in the rainforest here. I want to see, does it actually guess what I want, what kind of beam that I want? I doubt it. I think it's going to be a gimmick for me, but we've got to try it and see. All right, hope that helped, and I hope that helps you buy one. I have a lot of other reviews coming up. I have the Black Diamond coming up. The other one is already here, the Fenix HP25. I'll put a link right here. That one is done. Cheers.